Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some preparatory coloring for a creative video that I want to do. So we're going to color, cut, and go to creative. I am using some color and create project pages out of this Globetrotter one that I picked up from Michael's last year. It has some good things in here. Let's just go my normal horrible flipping. Some of the pages I would never use in a real project, and some of the pages I have attempted to try and use and it didn't turn out so great. So yeah, a lot of these places, a lot of people want to go to. I guess these are like the most traveled places in the world, I suppose. So I pulled out a few pages. This page, we're gonna just accent that. I got this one out. I pulled this out and I didn't like how I was doing that one, so yeah. And then this one. So we'll cut this one out together, and we will probably cut out this camera together. I just want to highlight some of the, I'm going to make this like a girly camera. And by girly, I mean, what the market sells to us is like always like loud pinks or hot pinks, bright pinks and purples. Just girl colors that people would consider girl colors. So I want to just accent the camera areas on here. And I am going to be using some alcohol markers as well. I'll probably just trace out all of the lines on here and then color. As you all can tell, I'm not good at tracing a straight line either. It's really early. I went to bed super early. I want to say around 8 o'clock. Like literally 8 o'clock. We came home from dinner. And I was like, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And that's what I did. I went to sleep. So much for like painting the town red for my birthday. I enjoyed every minute of it. Sitting in the traffic, not knowing where we're going to go to eat because, sometimes when you leave the planning up to the man, he's not a good planner. And, things happen. Some people have people that actually plan in their life. He doesn't plan, but he did great. He surprised me with a few things, which is awesome. It's always nice to be surprised, right? I'm going to color over that. I don't even know what that's for. Oh, yeah, that's the number, the finder, tell you what focus you're on. I used to want a manual camera like this so bad, a Pentax, because I always tell you all this story. I'll tell it to you again today. That's what I did in photography when I was in high school. I'm going to cut this out so some of these lines are okay to look a little bit weird. But now no one really uses the old school back of the box load up film anymore, which is kind of sad. It's interesting how a lot of people are getting quote unquote vintage things that are upgraded. So like these cameras, they still sell Pentax, don't get me wrong, and they still sell loading film cameras. You just would be hard pressed to find a 1 hour photo. A lot of them are in the big box stores. You can go to Sam's Club. Walmart, I know, has one. Walgreens has it. But, they used to have them like everywhere. They used to have like photo booths in the middle of random locations, and they've gotten away with it. Just like back in the day, you had phone booths. I wouldn't be surprised now if they brought like phone booths back, but it was digitalized. Like, you just go in there and it's all digital. You swipe your credit card to use the phone versus a quarter. Maybe that's just me. I am so glad that I was born when I was born, because some of the things that kids will be exposed to now, they'll never know, like some of the hardships that made us what we are. It's kind of sad. when you think about it on the whole. So like Toys R Us, you know, Toys R Us is closing. You'll never hear that Toys R Us song again. Who wants to grow up? Everyone wants to be a Toys R Us kid. But, and I know Toys R Us has been around since I can remember. Love that little giraffe. You know, like in Houston, Astroworld is no more. And Astroworld is Six Flags, just called Astroworld. So yes, it's a Six Flags in other parts of Texas. I think all the big cities in Texas have Six Flags except for Houston. So that's kind of strange. A lot of things have changed. You know, a lot of things are changing and not all for the good. And some things are great. Technology, you know, definitely is pushing us forward and slowing us down as well. Like when I was in school, we had pagers. You couldn't have your beeper on you at school. If you got caught with it, they took it from you. You probably didn't see it to the end of the semester or the end of the year. Your mom had to come up and get it. Now they can just walk up. From what I understand, they can have their cell phones in class. Like, really? And then I understand about all the violence that goes on in the school. So I guess it's a way of people alerting the media or the police as soon as possible. But at the same time, what are they learning if they're on their phones playing all the time? Like, I don't trust that the students would be honest enough to not have their cell phones and use it for bad stuff. You know, I forgot what color I used. Was it this color? Nuts. Yep. Because I need to... Why didn't y'all tell me I missed a spot? I know someone told me, but I wasn't listening. I was running my mouth, huh? I have zero plans for today. Actually, I do have plans for today, but nothing major, you know. So that should be cool. It's nice to just be able to sit at home and do nothing, not think about anything, you know, when everything is taken care of, like all your household responsibilities are done, laundry's clean, dishes are out the sink. Those are the two least favorite things I do on a daily or every other day, it seems like, basis. And I realize because I'm home more often, you know, we're consuming more food. Like normally when I was working and the little roommate was going to daycare, 2 of the meals were covered by someone else. And now I have to think of 3 meals a day. 3 whole meals a day. But I kind of do slight meal prepping. Like I'll cook enough for a 2-day meal, and then I'm going to try and color the one that says the smile for the camera. Oh snap. Did y'all see that? Y'all didn't even see that, did you? You thought those were the numbers on the thing, like 400 ISO, right? No, it's the smile for the camera, darlings. So I want to use yellow so bad, but I'm not. I'm going to refrain from using yellow, I think. I'm just going to take this purple color and I'm just going to color it. What are your plans for today? Whenever I ask you all that, you never tell me. Like, you never say, I'm going shopping. I'm just going to veg out on the couch and catch up on my latest Netflix series. Or I'm going to go into my crafty, happy place and craft all day. You guys just kind of ignore that question. I want to know because it's good to know that other people are doing things. I have been reading a lot of posts and people are, you would not believe how creative people are. Someone posted this beautiful creation and it was like, I know it's not perfect. I'm like, it looks perfect to me. We're so hard on ourselves, right? That is probably the worst thing that we could be to ourselves, is hard on ourselves, because people are already out there not liking you, thinking ill thoughts about you. You know, and you need to be on your side. If anyone needs to be on your side, you need to be on your side. So saying things are not perfect even when they're completely and totally ugly, you try it. There's a lot of people that just like to complain. So, don't beat yourself up. And I have definitely learned that the hard way versus just always trusting that I was doing the best me I could do. I was thinking if I had a circle die, which I do, I could cut this out halfway and fold this up, and this could be like a base, but I'm not going to do that on this one. I have a few more of these little packs. And I have a camera die, so I could try that on a camera die. But on this one, I'm going to color and put on paper. I think I want to do yellow. I don't know why yellow is calling my name lately, but we're going to leave it there and we're going to get to cutting. All right, so this is the last one, hopefully. I have taken some different colors and you can see what I've done. And now I want to put some red in here because it's so plain Jane with all the dark brown, in my opinion. All right, so what did I do? I used some Worn lipstick, I think it is. Whatever the pink one is, one of the darker pinks. And I went in with some greenish blue right here on the edges, and then I spritzed it a little bit with water, and then I kind of heat it up. So we're going to go ahead and get to cutting. Okay, I don't have my little scissors, my favorite little scissors, in here right now. I took them out and we're stuck with these right here, which I guess is okay because it's not like we need to do any detail cutting at the moment. But why make things more complicated when you can just use your good scissors? Not have to worry about it. I'm going to keep this strip right here. So let me go ahead and just, because I need that strip. It has great sayings on there. Right? I love you. It's your birthday and picture perfect, which is awesome. I have zero control because I can't really see where I'm cutting with these big old things, but they do cut very, very well. But I think I'm gonna have to get the little ones because I need better control. All right, we are cooking with smaller scissors. Yay. So I think that I am going to go on a date by myself. I think that I'm going to take myself out and get something done. I really want to dye my hair. The big roommate says that I can't, and I'm not sure how you are, but when someone tells you that you can't do something, what do you normally do? You go and do it. But I'm afraid that it may damage my texture, and I don't really want that, so we'll see. I was going to do it myself, which if you've been here a while, you know that I'm natural, which means I don't use any chemicals to relax my kink or my curl pattern. It just grows out of my head, and I just usually twist it up or let it go free. But I am thinking of dyeing it, and I'm nervous that my hair will not react properly to it, because this hair is crazy hair, like me. Yep. So we may not do that, but I do think I'm going to sneak off. I have to go to Home Depot because I have a project that I want to work on for the studio, and we'll see how that goes. Whenever I'm cutting, I'm not sure if you are like me, I usually, if I'm not caring about whatever else I'm cutting, I'll try to cut all the big stuff off just so I can have it's easier for me to maneuver around the things that I need to be a little bit more precise with. So I try to do that, and then I'll go in and fine detail it or fine tune it, which I am sure that's how everybody probably cuts. Well, I can't say I'm sure, because some people probably just go with the big piece and cut. But I like to just kind of cut it down to the actual size. And I am going to pop this up because why not? Why not? I am just thinking about cutting this properly. Look at that. Awesome. Almost look die cut, right? I have no idea what I'm going to do for this crater. I just know I want to use what I had on hand already. I think I want to make some more ephemera as well, but that'll probably just be a regular video, not a crater video. But who knows? It's a few more days left in crater. Not a lot, just like 4. 4, not even 4. 2 days, yay. But this video will probably come out after crater does, because it's almost 20 minutes long. But it won't be 20. Hopefully it won't be 20 minutes long, because all you really did was watch me color and run my mouth. So it's like a craft and chat, a color and chat. I hope that you all are doing well, though. And if you're not, I wish you a speedy recovery. It's so nice to be 100% versus down some, you know. I'm going to trim this off, and then I'm going to get into these little tags, these cards, these tickets. See, it's looking different now. And with these, I always want to be careful because, you know, the person that laid this out definitely did not design this for us to not cut it apart. This was their intent from the very beginning, so I always want to try to make sure that I can cut away as much of what I need to cut as possible versus not cutting anything and using it as one piece. So you can also do that, and they have like 6 or 7 of these in there. But I think I'm going to use this one, even though it's only half of it. I used to collect like all of my concert stubs, movie stubs, train passes, airplane passes, all those things, and I stopped doing that at a certain point because I'm not sure if I was collecting memories or just more junk. And you already know I always tell you all that I am one craft supply away from an episode of Hoarders anyway. So I always just try to make sure that the junk I'm keeping, I really want. Because, you know, I guess it's for memories. Of course, it's for memories to keep those stubs and things. But I'm not a scrapbooker. So I just used to have it like in a box. And I would go and look at it. And it's nice to be able to do that when you go to concerts and the person is no longer here that you went to a concert with, or even the performer. Because, you know, it tells you who's on there. On your stub, it tells you who's on there. But at the same time, I have pictures of some of the events. And like when I was young, I went to, I think it was a Babyface concert. And I couldn't tell you half the stuff. That was like a long time ago. I was like 13. This was a long time, a long time ago. Because I'm vintage almost. I wonder how many years you have to, something has to be before you are vintage. I don't know. But I think I am getting close to vintage. But I'm still not eligible for a senior citizens discount. And AARP or none of that. So I have a while ago to go with before I get there. And I am definitely grateful for every day that I get to spend with my family, and it's always amazing. I'm always learning something about myself and what I don't like and what I do like, so it's always cool to just get that. And these tags that are missing all their pieces, I'm going to cut some of them out because I am going to try and work them in the project as well. I think I'm going to make another impossible card. I'm going to make a few impossible cards actually, but not for Crater. But I want to make an impossible card, probably using some of this stuff, so I'll leave some of this alone. But I want to use those 4 or 5 pieces that I already cut out to create some cool cards. And you see, this one's definitely not a lot, but it's going to be perfect for what I'm using, what I have in my head at least. Hopefully it works out. So I want to say thank you all for hanging out with me. I have enjoyed chatting away and coloring and stamping and spray painting and doing all that cool stuff with you all. I hope that I can see you soon for Crater. Until next time, happy crafting.